Right, take 2 of episode 18. Hello, the internet, it's Ghost here, and welcome back to episode of 18 of Minecraft Creative. I kind of feel like I'm slowly turning this into a tongue twister that isn't a tongue twister because I try to speak so fast. I could make my videos longer, but then I guarantee you I would run out of things to say. So, welcome to building the folklore cabin, the build I have probably been teasing for about 3 weeks. We're finally building it. It is built right on the edge of the folklore Evermore border in this Minecraft world. Obviously, Evermore isn't built yet. It's kind of that section that we're facing towards right now that is the other side of the white line, because I have marked out the rough areas in white wool rather than doing it in really brightly coloured stuff, because of the fact that I use a lot of brightly coloured things on this build and I didn't want to miss the blocks when I had to get rid of them. I probably have missed some, and I'm probably going to find them when I go to film a world tour at the end of this year. Which, yeah, you can go watch the last year's world tour that covers over 100 episodes of Minecraft Creative, which I dread to think how many hours that is. That is a lot of footage, isn't it, that I've recorded. And the fact that I actually have to remember to delete things, it's kind of, I do, like, whatever the 2 episodes that I most recently recorded, I keep the raw footage on my laptop until after those episodes air. So if something happens to the episode for some reason, I can at least have a fighting chance of getting it out on time. With the exception of the fact that I procrastinate doing my voiceovers. I've been procrastinating doing them for about an hour now, which they are getting done on time. They're going to be up. This video is up well in advance. This is going up on Saturday morning to release on a Wednesday. Mostly because my college weeks, I'm now not getting home until 6 o'clock in the evening, which means I don't have time to record a voiceover when I get home, because there's like an hour and a half till it airs, and I'm usually going to be eating dinner when I get home, or not long after I get home, or I've got to get something else done. So it's like, okay, we'll just go with it. One thing I am going to just talk about in this video, so that I know I've spoken about it on the channel, and then I'm not going to speak about it again, is, I don't remember if I've mentioned this before, but I did not want to learn to drive. So me and my mum agreed I would do 2 lessons. It turns out that my ability to multitask and do multiple things, especially with my hands, I have really bad coordination. So I have given up. And who knows, maybe in a couple of years' time I'll go, you know what, let's give it another shot. We'll have to see. But hey ho, it is what it is. If you have to go, well, I'm really struggling with it, even 2 lessons in. If you don't think there's going to be any change, then you just kind of have to suck it up and go, yeah, well, I don't think it's going to ever work out. Yeah, that's that. Going back to the build. The interior of this has a oak wood floor, mostly because I wanted to continue to use wooden planks because I can. And I didn't want to pick a dark colour because this is meant to be part of the folklore section, and the folklore section is all like really, really bright colours. So if anyone else here records like voiceovers for like TikToks or for YouTube, do you ever find that when you go to do the voiceovers, all of a sudden your nose feels like really, like, what's the word? Just where you can't, like, breathe through your nose properly. That's what it feels like right now. This is really annoying, because I was fine beforehand, and I'll be fine as soon as I hit stop recording. But yeah, we'll just keep talking about the build and go with it. Sorry if nasally. I always sound really nasally when I record this, I think. Or at least that's what it feels like in my head. It probably doesn't help I keep my headphones on, even though they're not, like, playing the audio back to me. There we go. Okay, right. Campfire. I put a campfire in and then built a fireplace, and I used a little oak slab, so you can still see oak slab. That's not an oak slab, that's an oak trapdoor. Yeah, I did the trapdoor, so it's like, oh, you can open it up and see the fire, and you can get to, like, a fire grate. Is that what it's called? I also put the kitchen in the upstairs. I don't know why I did that, other than the fact that you enter upstairs. I think that's the only reasonable explanation for why the hell I did that. Maybe at some point we're going to build more big cabins. That'll probably be a Christmas thing, because if you're familiar with this channel, you know for a fact that I have a habit of building log cabins constantly, especially near Christmas. Go check out the Christmas stuff. Even though we're in flipping March now. It's March. It's the 3rd month of the year already. This doesn't feel right. It's like time is just going whoosh. I mean, I don't think it helps that I literally got back to college after Christmas. We then had production for one project. We then had effectively the equivalent of a week off because we had to do digital portfolios, but we could only do that in college because we had to do in a certain amount of time. It was like exam conditions technically, but we get to listen to music, which is nice. I'm not complaining about that. And then we started another project, and then it was half term, and now we're back, and it's like, what? What is going on? But yeah, I hope you have a good day, the internet, and I will see you all again in the next video on Sunday. Goodbye.